Hi everyone, welcome back to Eyes on Prize. I want to continue with marriage today. So I want to entitle this one that a marriage should not be treated as a rental property. Okay? Yeah, marriage should not be treated as a rental. So I just want to talk about marriage today. How God intended marriage to last for a long time, for a lifetime, not just for a little bit of years and then each other give up on, a man can give up on the wife or the wife will give up on their husband. God did not meant for that to happen. Nowadays, the simplest thing you do, a man want a divorce or a woman want a divorce. The simplest thing is like you forgot the fire that you had before you said I do, or the fire was so hot because of the lust that you were going through. It was so hot that you didn't have time to get to know the person. Now that you're married to the person and you see all the flaws and things that you can't deal with, you decide, okay, this is not going to work out for me. Marriage don't work like that. Actually, it was not intended to work like that. Okay, so a lot of time a woman can, you know, meet a guy, and that woman can be a person that a man would want. But she maybe is not that freaky in bed. So when a man have a lot of option or had a lot of option and been down the road and back, if they get is just a simple woman and they don't believe the woman is performing the way the freaky one is, they would prefer to keep going to that person instead of helping or teaching that wife how to perform for you, because a man's supposed to be a teacher, right? The head of the household. So the point I'm making with that is a woman can get a man right now, marry a man, and sometimes it's not all about the looks. And sometimes, to be honest, a lot of men cannot really perform in bed. Not every man out there is good in bed, and we will still be satisfied with that person. Some woman will teach you how to please her. Okay? But the thing about when God made us to be husband and wife, he did not make us to have a lot of option like a man will go look for, sleep with 3, 4, 5, or 6 or 10 different women. Now we have choices. It's like he can be selective in what he wants. He would prefer, a lot of men prefer a freak over a woman that he can build with. You see where I'm going? A woman that love God, a woman that put God first and can build. She would have been a perfect wife, but she don't have what they want in the bedroom. When the funniest thing is, the man could have just taught them how to please him, what he want. And the one thing I'm going to tell people that is married, I don't care how long you have been married for. And if you're saying you're going to give your husband a birthday gift and decide a third partner, a third party going to come into your marriage to spice your marriage up because you don't want your husband to leave you, you are making the worst mistake of your life. Because when you're thinking that would be only one time thing that you're allowing your husband to do, trust and believe that after that, if that woman was good in bed, that husband will always continue messing with that one, because you already opened the door for a third person to come into your marriage. God did not intend none of this to happen. Okay, so if a man loves you, he shouldn't be telling you to do a threesome. No, he shouldn't be. He shouldn't be okay. Which husband is going to be okay with your wife having another man? You would not want that, right? Because that would be 2 men and 1 woman. It wouldn't be. But a man is always pleased or comfortable with the third person is a woman. Nobody should allow that in their marriage. Marriage is for 2 persons, not 3. I'm going to tell you a story. There is was a client of mine that when she met her husband, she met her husband when he was still married to his first wife. And she said she did not know that he was still married. I don't know how she didn't know, but that's what she said. But he was still married to the first wife, but she was younger than the first wife, okay? So after the divorce, he brought her into the house of that the first wife and him was living, and he married her. I don't understand that how we believe that if he did that to his wife, how he wouldn't have done it to us, because I don't get it. So when after 10 years, going into 12, he decided he don't want to be married anymore. So the same thing he did to his first wife, he did it to her. He brought another woman in the picture while he was still married, dating the other one, which is younger again. That's a third person, which is younger, dated her, was dating her, put her up while he was still in the house with her. So after he asked for a divorce, he didn't want to be with her anymore, and it just went down the drain. He brought this new girl now into the same house. And I thought to myself when she was telling me the story, a snake is always a snake. A man that is a man whore will always be a man whore. A man that is lost and don't know what he wants will always be lost, because bringing other people, it is a pattern. He got a problem. He may be trying to stay younger, because a lot of men that when they're getting older, they want to try to convince themselves that they're younger, and they always go down younger in age because they want to feel fulfilled like they're not getting old. So the point I'm saying to you is people need to stop treating, because that's like room for rent, supply within, right? When I run out, then you run in. That's what it seemed like with that story that I just told you, because when he's tired of the first wife, he got a second, and when he's tired of the second, he got a third. So people need to start treating marriage as something that is sacred, because God honor marriage. God honor marriage. God said a man that findeth a wife findeth a good thing and have favor with God. That's how passionate that God put marriages together between a man and a wife, a woman. So I'm saying all of this to say to everybody out there that is dating and wanted a wife, go to God, ask God to show you that wife, because think about it. If I'm a virgin and I married a guy in the church, I don't know if I'm getting the best of sex, because I don't know what sex was. So he's the one that taught me sex, so I'm going to end up loving him because I don't know anything better. But if I step out of the marriage and then find out, oh my God, there's something better than what my husband giving me. What he's giving me can't compare to this. You're gonna fall, because you went out and you stepped out of the realm of marriage, and now you got the, you got the taste of sin, and the sin is so tasteful to you that now you don't want to be with your wife or your husband anymore. You want to go and continue doing what you're doing. So I just want to say that today, that we need to fight for our marriages. Okay, we need to fight for it. Go in prayer, go in fasting, talk to God, go do counseling. A lot of men don't like doing counseling, don't know why. But my thing is, if you love your wife so much, or a woman, if you love your husband so much, go to counseling. Don't just give up and throw in the towel, because moving on to somebody else is still gonna sometimes be the same. Okay, so fight for what you chose, because you chose that wife. Okay, husband, you chose a wife. And if you marry her, stand by her. And that's what I want to talk about today. For those who join me for the first time, thank you for joining me this day. Remember to like, to share, to comment, and subscribe too. And let me know what you think about what I've said. Until next time, the peace of God be with you, and be blessed. Bye.